No.
All right, so let me show everybody what Suzanne went through in an animation. And this is how researchers say that magnets work to ease depression. And it's set up this complex set of electrical and signals in the brain. So this is a magnet, right? And the magnet stimulates those coils, electromagnetic waves. And those magnets are placed on the right side of the brain. Those red waves that we're showing there go down to the prefrontal cortex. They are affecting these neurons because magnets, the energy will do that. It gets into the neuron and it moves the ions back and forth. So the neurons will talk to each other differently. It turns the cells on in the brain that have been put to sleep. It also changes the blood flow to the brain. It enlarges those blood vessels. It allows you to take more oxygen. Those electromagnetic waves will create a cascade of events which change the electrical pathways by which we process information. Dr. Adam Shapiro is helping us. Thank you for Dr. Shapiro for joining us. And Dr. Shapiro, walk us through how we're going to be doing this.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now is what we would do at the beginning of a treatment. Beginning of a treatment is we're going to find the part of the brain that controls your thumb. Once we figure out where the thumb is, we can determine the dose and the location we need to go to treat for depression.
So all the action, though, is this magnet right here.
Right.
Everything else is just holding Suzanne in place, so it's targeted to the right spot.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
So we're going to look at your hand. Should I hold her or just let it go?
She can have
okay.
We call this the hitchhiker's position.
Okay.
And we're going to be observing for the thumb twitch.
And this is what Dr. Oz shows you whether you have good positioning in the head.
Okay.
So we've done it all very exactly. Here we go, Suzanne. I want to give you a pulse.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Mama?
Yeah, this is good.
Oh, could you all see that? Suzanne's thumb moved.
Do it again.
Do it one more time. You didn't do it on purpose. You couldn't. You didn't.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So that's a stronger dose. So we go down a little bit.
It's a strong. So it's an involuntary movement that shows that the electromagnetic waves are penetrating through the skull to the brain in the right spot. Okay.
So that's about exactly how much we need. A little bit of a twitch of the thumb. So now we know that we are in that region. Then the computer will calculate how much forward we need to go to the prefrontal cortex to treat the depression. All right, so this is now we're ready to do the treatment. And that provides a rapid pulse of TMS for 4 seconds with a 26-second break. And Suzanne, you know how it feels, right? You ready for it?
You don't feel anything when this hits? Should I hold your hand or get away from you?
Suzanne, you want to?
Oh, no. I feel when it hits, it's like just a tapping on your head.
Okay. Here goes.
Here we go.
So there's no pain.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. And it's called TMS for
Transcranial magnetic stimulation.
So if you're all asking for it, you can use those words, TMS, or you can use magnetic stimulation, which might be easier for you to remember. And how many treatments usually does it take?
You treat every day, but 5 days a week. So you can spread that over a 7-day period. And we do between 3 to 6 weeks until a person not just gets better, but gets completely well. And that's our goal.
Completely well.
Right. So we're really treating remission, not just response.
So let me ask you, I mean, you've done research on this. Right. It seems to be an FDA-approved device. Yes. So why is every psychiatrist in the country not thinking about this for their patients?
That's a very good question. And in fact, it is spreading. So this was FDA-approved 3 years ago. And in the last 3 years, there's almost 400 practices that provide it.
What was it? 3 years ago it was approved.
Right.
How many of you have heard about this before today's show? This device has been available since my show launched 3 years ago. And not a single person here has heard about it. How can that be?
Now, the problem, the limitation, is insurance, as you would guess. You know, most insurance plans would pay for it, but only after the fact. So you have to go through the appeals process, and even then...
If I go from 20 medications to nothing and feel like I'm better, which is what that smile on your face seems to reveal to me, I'd have that conversation with my insurer. Dr. Burr, thank you very much. Dr. Shapiro, appreciate it. Suzanne, thank you for bringing this alive to us. All right, next.